Alright, so I had a request on Facebook to do a Holy Grail makeup video. So these are my ride or die. These are my I cannot live without makeup products. Not this was really good and then after a month I put it down. No. These are things I go hard for. I go hard for these, y'all. And I will not ever be without these products. So, if you want to know what I will cut a bitch for, then just keep watching. Okay. Let's start with primer. I have a lot of primers that I go between. I probably have 4 or 5 different primers in my makeup collection right now that I'm using, but there is one primer I have repurchased and repurchased. In fact, there was a small period of time where you couldn't find it anywhere and the panic was real. This is my Holy Grail. Cannot live without this primer. It is better than any primer I have ever tried if you have pores. If you want to totally camouflage those pores, then you need the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer in your life. It practically erases those pores. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera, but it mattifies the skin and it fills your pores. When I need a perfect complexion day, this is the only primer that I'm going to use. That's it. That will never, ever, ever be without this primer. Okay, so let's move to foundations. I have 2 foundations that have become my ride or die foundations. I never want to be without these foundations. The first one is an oldie. I have purchased and repurchased this foundation so many times. I have not been without this foundation in probably 3 years, maybe more. People always disrespect them in the videos. That is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. You can get this at Walmart. It's like $10 and it really is my numero uno favorite foundation ever. Ever. It has a lot of coverage, so it's high coverage. I would say it's like a high medium, but you can build it up to high. It works on my face when my skin is oily. It works on my face when my skin is dry. It lasts all day. A lot of people say that it doesn't last for them. Now, I will tell you, I take a lot of steps to make my makeup last. I don't really have an issue with longevity of makeup, and I think it's because of all the steps that I take. So I don't have that problem with this one, but this really is my favorite foundation. Like, it's getting low. When I go to Walmart today, I'm buying another one. Best foundation ever. Okay, I've got a new one. The first time I purchased this foundation, I hated it. I was like, oh, my face is cakey. Every fine line is highlighted. Like, I did not like it. And then I played around with it. I played around with the primer. I played around with the way I applied it, like all these things. And since I have figured out how to make this work for me, I'm wearing it today. Anytime I go out in public or not necessarily out in public because, you know, we got this one. But anytime I'm going somewhere where I'm like, I need to look like the shit. I need to look beat. I pull for this foundation. And it is the Huda Beauty. Now, a lot of people said that this broke them out. I didn't have an issue with that. So, if you're acne prone, you might not want to try it. But if you do want a special occasion foundation I'm telling you, my skin is flawless, especially when I use this combo. Shit. I will tell you, one of the tricks I found is I do about 2 drops of this and about 1 drop of this. This is the MAC Strobe Cream. God, I gotta get a new one. I mix these every time I use it, and I think that helps sort of soften this just a little bit, but this is a phenomenal. I've never found a foundation that covers like this one. Okay. I don't care what anyone says, there's no equivalent. There is no equivalent. You can buy makeup sponges that work okay. You can buy makeup sponges that you can convince yourself is just as good. It's not just as good. There is no equivalent. I've got plenty of makeup sponges over here. I like the Real Techniques for my powder. I do not like the Real Techniques for my foundation. I've tried the Tarte sponge. I bought one sponge that was $40. $40. No, there is no replacement to this little freaking effing piece of $20 sponge. There just isn't. There just isn't. Okay. The Too Faced Born This Way concealer. There is no other concealer that I like. I used to be a Shape Tape fan until I found this one. The Shape Tape is a little more cakey. I feel like it's a little thicker formula and it has a little more of a drying look to it. This one conceals, it covers like nobody's business, but my under eyes do not look dry. It is the best concealer I have ever used. Ever. Okay. Now, I don't have a Holy Grail setting powder. I go in between all kinds of powders. But let's sculpt the face. Okay, when I'm doing this contour, a lot of times I do a cream contour. But if I don't do a cream contour, I use a powder contour. Nobody come for me over this brand because I know it's controversial. And I'm sorry that she does not vaccinate her children. But the Kat Von D contour palette, as you can see, it's this color. I cannot find a similar contour color. It's just perfection. Here we go with the perfection again. When you contour your cheekbones, well, don't use bronze because a contour is supposed to mimic a shadow. So you want a contour color that has a gray undertone or else it's not going to look right. And this one is perfect. Ugh. I don't even use the other colors. That's the sad part. I wish she would just come out with singles because I don't use these. I mean, you can buy them because they pop out. So I popped this one out and put a new one in. So I guess technically you can buy the singles. Okay. Holy Grail blush. Y'all, it's the Charlotte Tilbury. Look how much I've used this blush. It's Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop in Ecstasy. I love her so much. Like, I have tried so many other blushes and this one goes with every single look. I used this when I was white. I used this when I was at my tannest this summer. It goes with every complexion. I say that, but I don't know that if you're darker than I was this summer, I don't know that it will go with your complexion or not. It may, but it just makes you look like you've got this healthy glow. It's very natural, but it still pops, and it's got just a minimal amount of sheen to it, so you have that very healthy kind of look. Okay, highlighter. I talked about this in my summer favorites. It has got to be the Marc Jacobs highlighter. There just simply is no highlighter that is as good as this one, in my opinion. It's what makes this highlight great is there is no glitter in here. Most highlighters that you use has a certain amount of glitter in them. Let me show you an example. Okay. The Wet n Wild. I love this. I love this highlighter. Look at that sheen. Actually, this one does not have any glitter in it either. And this is a $5 highlighter. I need to be using that more. Okay, so I just lied a little bit. But most highlighters do have glitter in them. Y'all know I'm right. Y'all know I'm not tripping. This one is just, it's the color. It's white, but it's got a champagne hue to it. So it's not like a straight on white. There is no glitter. It's just a sheen. It's just a reflective sheen on your face. And it is a holy grail. Now I want to see if Wet n Wild makes a white. I'm going to look at Walmart. If Wet n Wild has a color similar to this, could that be a dupe? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Setting sprays. The Dewy Set, the Morphe. I use these every time I do my makeup. I set my makeup with the Morphe spray. And I let that dry for a while, and then I'll put on my brow gel, I'll put on my mascara. Once everything is dry and set, I'll go in with a little bit of this. This makes my makeup last. This takes down the powders and just kind of melts all the powders together so that you have a less powdery look. So you could stop right here if you wanted to. This adds a layer of sheen. So my face has a little bit of glow. It looks like, speaking of, let's take a drink of water. It looks like I have drank my water as I'm supposed to, which I rarely ever do. Although I have been here lately. I've been a very good girl lately. But I love these two setting sprays. I don't know that I will try a new setting spray anytime soon. Okay, we got just a couple more products. I love the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. I get 3.5. It is my favorite brow pencil. This brow pencil has made life so easy. It glides, it's smooth, it lasts, it's the perfect color. Like, I've tried so many other eye pencils and I was like, you know, to me, I was like, an eye pencil is an eye pencil. Like, it's an eye pencil. I don't know why people get so excited over an eye pencil until I tried this one. It's absolute perfection. Then the Essence Make Me Brow. It's a gel mascara and it has the fibers. So once I do the pencil, then I'll go in with this and just fluff up my eyebrows. Now, why is this such a holy grail? Because it's like $3. I have tried the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. I've tried so many brow gels and they all work really well. This one probably doesn't work as well as the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. Yet it's a holy grail. Why? Because it's $3. Like I will splurge on this because it makes life so much easier, so much more wonderful, so much, you know, it's perfection. This one I think works just as well as the others, but it's $3. It's like $3. So this is the only brow gel that I will use. Sticking with cheap ass Essence products. The only eyeliner I ever purchase anymore, and listen, boo, I got Marc Jacobs over there. I got NARS eyeliners. I've got some high-end, bougie-ass eyeliners. And yet, the one that I always reach for, the one that I use today, I use it every day. Every day. Is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Black Fever. 18 hours and waterproof. It's great. I love it. Okay. We have 3 products left. I'm not going to do the eyeshadow palettes. I was going to add eyeshadow palettes in here, but this is just stuff that I cannot live without, right? Eyeshadow palettes, while I've got some favorites, some eyeshadow palettes that have my heart and my soul, and I love them, and I would cry if something ever happened to them. I don't know that you could call an eyeshadow palette a holy grail. I mean, I just don't feel like, whatever. Okay. The Pat McGrath Gel Lip Liner in Done Undone. Well, we're just done. I do not use any other lip liner. It's the same deal. I have so many lip liners over here. I need to just purge them all because I legit don't reach for any other lip liner besides Done Undone by Pat McGrath. It has a gel consistency. It goes on so easily. It has great staying power. It's almost the exact same color as my lips. So it works beautifully. And it's my jam. It's the only one I ever use. My Holy Grail lip color. This is the lip color that I use more than any other lip color ever, except the ColourPop. Why didn't I grab the color? The ColourPop. Oh, let's find the ColourPop. I forgot about you, boo. I don't see the ColourPop. That's probably why I forgot about it. She ain't in here. She must be in my purse. Well, I will link my summer favorites down below because there is a ColourPop one that I have that is the shit too. But this is Celebrity Skin by Jeffree Star. Y'all, it is the perfect nude. This one and my ColourPop one, I could purge every other lippy that I have. I probably should because it's a complete waste of money, a waste of space on my desk because I don't use them. I pull for these two every time. Every time. And then Marc Jacobs lip gloss in Sugar Sugar. I know if y'all are old school Autumn YouTube watchers, you've been around, you know me and Sugar Sugar have a love affair. Like, I haven't been without Sugar Sugar in probably 2 years. 2 years. It's this gorgeous peachy nude color. But what I love the most about it is, like today I did a lip combo. It was a Jeffree Star. It was a Jeffree Star color, and I just didn't like it. Like, it was just a little too. It just wasn't me. Like, it was just the color. It had like this purple. I gotta find it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So it's called Deceased by Jeffree Star. And it was just a little too purple for me. A little too lilac-y. It just wasn't my jam. But I liked the tone. I thought it went really well with the look. So I grabbed Sugar Sugar. And I just put Sugar Sugar on top of it. And all it did was just tone it down and make it a little more neutral. So do you see how it changed it? It just, Sugar Sugar, I like it by itself, but I like it when I put on a lip color and I'm just like, no, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. I put Sugar Sugar on it and all is right with the world. Okay, that's it, y'all. That is my, I will never go a day without these products. Never, ever. Never, ever. If you want to see a video like my top 5 eyeshadow palettes of all time, hit that like button and I will do one for you. Alright, until next time, my loves.